Welcome back, this is Baller Scuba with more Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. I'm joined, as always, by our gambling squad of Lamia, Elvis, Glenn, and Stefan. When we last left off, we were in the Colosseum wagering away. I'm done with that now, so I have pretty much the party that I want. At least for now, you know, they could always be better, but this is a damn good party for this point in the game. Of course, this is the part where I guess you're supposed to be doing some level grinding. I am not going to be doing that just yet. I will probably take care of that off screen at some point. In terms of the Espers, it's Fenrir on Lamia, Bismarck on Elvis, Gollum on Glenn, and Shote on Stefan. Now at this point, there's a few different places that we could go, right? We could try to get Rose back. She's in Jador, based on what the people in Jador tell us. It sounds like she's there. We could also head to Zozo, which is where that pigeon went, because Kanijo is there, possibly. Once again, this is all speculation. But instead of that, we are going to head to Narshe for now, which is another place they have told us to go. But I guess the way that you're supposed to go is to Zozo at this point, but I don't know, I'm not going to Narshe at this point, so I'm going to head to Narshe. At this point, I could also try to fight Doomgaze. Doomgaze is ridiculously hard to find. Pretty much just zoom around the sky and eventually you'll get into a fight with Doomgaze. Doomgaze will be very, very difficult at this point. In fact, you won't beat him the first time that you see him. He works a little differently. He does not heal between fights, and he runs. So you want to try to defeat him every time he shows up on screen. You try your best, and he'll run away, and eventually you will defeat him. I'll go over that more later when I actually do fight him. Seriously, one step. Gekarex and Reach Frog. I'm just going to continue talking about Doomgaze a little bit. Holy crap, you guys do quite a bit of damage, don't you? Let's go for Flash. Hopefully they're weak to Flash. Seriously? Like, I just got out. You guys are Did he jump in the air? These guys still aren't dead. Luckily, I am pretty damn powerful at this point, but still, these are going to be long-ass fights. You can tell things are not going to be easy for us along this journey. This is why I gave everybody cure and all that kind of stuff. Seriously, you're still not dead? Alright, can I get anything? I can. Sweet. Go Choco Bop. I don't know if we've seen Choco Bop on screen before. A few Chocobos come out and hit anything that's on the ground. They only hit things that are on the ground. You know what? Fuck it. Jump. I still got the Dragoon equipment. Oh, great. Now they die. Oh, we got a new Blitz out of that as well. I didn't even know we were that close to a level up. Alright, so let's take a look at that Blitz. If you guys... Oh, shit. What do we got here? Up, and then clockwise around to left. Wind attack slams enemies. Notice how it says enemies, meaning multiple guys. I do like the sound of that. But before I forget, Doomgaze, it works very similar in battle tactics to some of the later Pokemon gens. Well, actually, I think it's like 2nd or 3rd gen, where the legendary beasts come out and you fight them and then they run off, and then you're back in the fight and they have the same amount of HP. It works like that, except you don't want to catch him. Doomgaze, you want to kill him. Anyway, I need to heal because of that fight, and then we'll head into Narshe. Alright, I think we are ready. Let's head into Narshe. And Narshe, even though the buildings are all here and the wheels are turning, Narshe is abandoned. For the most part. Should we head in here? Do you remember what this was? This is the classroom. They've got the Final Fantasy scales going. Oh, it's awesome. This guy, he transferred from Zozo. So he could talk to you. You can get a full heal out of that. That's always worthwhile. Welcome to this classroom. We'll be here for you even if the world should crumble. So nice, so nice. But we are done here. That is all we really needed to do. Let's just head into town, get into a fight here in town. The enemies here should not be nearly as difficult as what we fought outside. Can I get another chocobo? Sweet. And let's see if I can get the new technique, see if I even need to do it. We do! Did I do it properly? I did! Go, Air Blade! That was kind of cool. Did a lot of damage, so I like it. But it was kind of cool looking. Looked like sonic booms from Street Fighter 2. Hey, what are you doing here? Doesn't matter, really. Nothing left anyway. There's only one Moogle still around, and only a treasure hunter could pick that lock. Interesting. Lone Wolf. I'm going to go ahead and call him by his name, as if it was important. So there's a Moogle here, and we need a treasure hunter. I wonder if we'll be able to get either. Let's head through the secret entrance this time, and also get into another fight. Let's head in here. Into the caves. The secret entrance. Now that we have it, why should we ever not to use it? Do we have new enemies in the caves? We do. We have new mag rotors. Now these mag rotors are more difficult than the other ones, damn it. I can never seem to get that one right. The slots, I mean. Not like that particular one. I just suck at the slots. These mag rotors are, of course, upgraded. We have encountered both of these. Now there's a brown one and a yellow one. They're all just called mag rotor, though. Can I get the Choco Bop? I find that if you're slow, it helps. For whatever reason. If you're slow in picking the slot, it takes into account you sucking. So that's the way that I usually take care of it. Let's just continue on. Nothing new is going to be around here, really, except that I believe there is no more trap. Mastodon. Nice to see you. There is no trap. If you remember, there was one scene. Yeah, God, I can't get that just at all. I refuse to use the start technique, and therefore I probably will never be very good with Stefan because I refuse to spam the pause button in order to get things the way that I want it to go. Airblade should probably be enough to take out everybody. Yeah, Airblade is going to save me forever throughout this. It really is. Alright, let's just head forward. The trap is no longer here. If you remember, I believe it's the next screen after this. There was a part where we had to go through the room in a very particular way, otherwise we would get into a fight with some tough enemies at the time. They're not that tough anymore. Sasquatch. If you don't have air wave, it's air wave, isn't it? Or is it air blade? Air blade. If you don't have air blade, don't use fire dance against the Sasquatch because they absorb it. So don't use that. Use an aura bolt, I guess, if you, or a bum rush. Just they're strong against fire. Just for you to know. This room here, yes. Remember that we had to like go a convoluted ass path all the way through there. We don't have to do that anymore. Of course, you can't get in the fights that we could have gotten in then, and I did off screen. But really, if you're looking to get into fights, you're probably looking for rages, and that's not something that you can do at this point anymore. Now, I believe that we actually want to go down here and up and fight new enemies. We have wizards. We get a preemptive strike on them, and it looks like I'm going to get the chocobos again. Very nice. Once again, if you go slow, they're more lenient on you than if you just spam it. They're not going to survive that line. You can go ahead and sit back. Yeah, they weren't going to survive that, let alone the air blade that was coming after that. And we aren't getting level ups, which is always nice. I do need to gain levels. At some point, I'll probably be doing a massive amount of level grinding. Hopefully I can put that off until after I've beaten the game for some bonus content. And here is the Lone Moogle. Mog? They renamed him? You're alive! I thought you were all feeding the worms, Koopo! Koopo, let's go! What? Say, we could use some Sasquatch muscle. Besides, he'd be helpless here without me. He's somewhere in the mines. Once we find him, I'll order him to join us. What? Now, if you only had 3 party members at this point, Toph would have joined your party. However, since he did not join our party because we have 4 people with us, he is on the Falcon. And since I went into the menu and left, we stopped his theme, and now we're back to this theme, which isn't very good. I'm actually going to go back to the Falcon and get him. Actually, though, before I do that, the Moogle charm is right there. And can anybody else equip the Moogle charm? It doesn't look like they can. I think that's only something that Toph can equip, even though they renamed him back to Mog this time, which is weird. So, with that obtained, I am going to go back to the Falcon and get Toph in our party, and hopefully he has the same name as I gave him before. Good news! His name is still Toph. I actually did forget to get something here in the room where Toph was hanging out. I also forgot to go over what the Moogle charm actually does because it wasn't on the list. Here it is. No random enemy encounter. So remember that charm bangle that we got rid of before? It would be useless now anyway, because now that we have Toph and the Moogle charm. This is a gift from his dead girlfriend, by the way. We don't need that one. This is actually something that is very exploitable in this game. Now that you can avoid all random enemy encounters, you can go into very, very tough dungeons that you're not really supposed to go into yet and get some of the treasure out of there. I probably won't be doing that, though. I don't like the idea of it. I think it's an exploit. Anyway, in here, we can get a ribbon. This has upgrade. It used to be a rune edge. I will take a ribbon over a rune edge any day. So, I'm going to head back out to the entrance of Narshe, which is where we need to go if we want to move on. Back at the entrance to town, in case you're curious, I have Zone Seek on Toph with the Partisan Ice Shield, Genji helmet, diamond vest, and sprint shoes and earrings. He is pretty much going to be a magic user for me. Now I could put the Moogle charm on and give myself a whole lot easier of a time getting through this place, but I am going to avoid that just for now.